Thank you all for stopping by to view our second championship trophy series. The Spurs are going for back-to-back. Dallas wants their first.
And now the starting line for your Dallas Mavericks. At center, 7'1", number 2, Devin. At forward, 6'7", number 25, small forward position at 6'9", number 32, Cooper Brown. Starting at point, standing 6'2", number 11, the other guard, standing 6'5", number 1, Devin. Your Dallas Mavericks head coach is Jason Kidd. Out the door for your
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. Johnson is out there with Fox. Then there's Devin and it's Champagnie in at the 4. And for Dallas, Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Kyrie Irving is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Flag in at the 3, the small forward. The team's fine-tuning rotations in these early stages of the season. Richard, some players can be, I think, unsure about their role.
Hey, but that's part of the job. You just have to stay ready. Whenever your team calls your number, you have to go in and do the job that they ask.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Irving misses. A pass to Fox. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Over Irving. No good off the back of the rim. To the paint. That one, no good. Nice defense by Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Sinks the three-pointer.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possessions should make this a much more contested game.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Assisted. The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. We're looking to make amends this season.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, hitting consistent from deep.
Johnson kicks to Vassell. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Vassell's got 6.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Buries the long-range jumper.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
Going right back at them. Kyrie answers with a 3 of his own.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. Back to Vassell. Over flag. Vassell, no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Mavericks trail by 3. Washington finds Irving. Here's flag. No good. That would have tied it.
Even though it didn't go down, we'll take that shot every time.
Vassell wide open. Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Mavericks with some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Washington. And it's Marshall in for flag. And here are the Mavericks now, trailing by 5. There's the pick. Marshall with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Superb concentration from Irving. He's excellent at sticking with his shot through contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it is a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
For this screen on Harper. Irving drives in to the inside. Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Waters passes to Cornette. And here is Harper. Now Cornette. Still yet to score. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. With the drive. And that one's good. Flag.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside Harper. This one for 3. No good that time. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Bailey out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Luke Cornette. Then there's Harper, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. And here's Harper from the arc. Another miss by Harper. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Marshall sets a screen for Williams. Pass to Gafford. It's deflected. Williams against Fox. Now here's Harper. To the middle. Looking for Cornet. He gets it there.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
So, Greg for Cooper flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Now, here's Harper. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
With the second effort, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a look down at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Mavericks.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for Marshall. The Spurs also with the sub. Wembanyama is checked in.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
And the second free throw, good. The Spurs with the lead. Fox dishes to Harper. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Harper kicks to Barnes. Back to Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Over Williams. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 7.
Smart use of the mid-range by Harper. A dynamic lefty who can also show off the touch.
Inside, here's Washington. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here is Fox. Scoreless thus far. And yes, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Irving. 6 points for him. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Here's Wembanyama. He had 19 points in the win against Minnesota. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Williams. Pass to Flag. Takes the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left in the second quarter. Outside Harper. Williams with the steal. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Off target with his 3. Spurs leading by 4. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best. Back to you.
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Devin Booker in for Williams. The Spurs also changing it up. Champagne's checked in. And it's Vassell in for Harper. On defense, the Mavericks trailing by 2. Lively against Wembanyama. And the rejection by Lively. Wembanyama with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Here's Bailey from outside the arc. And it's Irving with the rebound. Here's Flash. Oh, my goodness. Man.
All right, rookie. We see you. Cooper Flag put on a show with that one.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. For San Antonio, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside. Pass to Bailey. 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. Lively defending. And it goes down 2 points. Wembanyama has got 8 here in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Booker with no one around, and he trains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And let's wrap it up and get ready for your Mike Arena Entertainment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
They've done everything they can to shoot their way out of this contest. Somehow, they're still in it. Got to make the most of that opportunity.
It just takes a few to fall to open up the floodgates.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter. As we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The Mavericks trail. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Devin Booker out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Flag in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Now, here's Vassell. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Outside, Fox. Johnson in the corner. Takes it off the glass. Johnson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Spurs.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Here's Booker. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Lively. Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Vassell finds Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Flag. He has 6. They swipe it. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Lively. Now Booker. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Now Johnson. He's covered by Irving. And here's Vassell from the arc. And the 3-ball is good. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
He's been working on a shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Irving passes to Lively. Booker looking around. Shoots over Johnson. Booker no good. San Antonio leading by 8. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just so crafty getting to the rim. Fox runs inside, leaps over the defense for the easy finish.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. Booker dishes to Irving. Over Fox. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Inside, here's Wembanyama.
Yeah, monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Mavericks making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Kyrie Irving, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Here's Flag. Covered by Barnes. Irving kicks to Booker. Over Bailey. Booker, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
That free throw good from Bailey. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Now, here's Harper. Devin Booker missing his last shot. To the inside. And it's Bailey that time, the assist by Barnes. Bailey's got 5 points so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And San Antonio also making a switch. Olenek, he's checked in for Jones. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams passes to Gafford. Here's Flag. Clock at 6. The jumper from the free throw line is good. He's got 8.
And no one expects this to be a key area for Flag, but he might consider folding it into his game more.
Here's Bailey. He has 5. And finished off by Bailey.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Flag with it. He's got 8. Pulls up on the wing. That shot misses. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Fox is out there with Harper. Then there's Bailey. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Cornette in at center.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Irving. Over in the corner, Washington. Misses the 3. San Antonio leading by 19 points. Harper kicks to Fox. Pass to Cornette. Back to Fox. Cornette finds Fox. And the rejection by Gafford. To the middle. Here's Washington. And it's in there.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Barnes.
Number 1. Victor Wembanyama.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Harper. Wembanyama, a screen. Pulls it from 20. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Irving. The kick out to Williams. No good from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 19.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
Marshall passes to Irving. Now here's Gafford. He's covered by Cornette. From deep Washington. Rebound San Antonio. To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for.
Irving against Fox. Right side, Irving. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Bailey. The 17-footer. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Marshall with it. Bailey picks him up. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. Dallas moving it around. Williams can't hit. San Antonio leading by 21.
2 minutes.
Now Fox.
2 minutes.
Now Bailey. Marshall defending. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Back to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
.46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Irving. And here's Plumlee. Here's Harper. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And on the way from Irving for three. Dallas no good that time either. Harper the pass to McLaughlin. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Season 3 will sound soon. It will be starting soon. Thank you. Goodbye, season